Hello, it's Mrs Glasson, and today, on one of the warmest days of the year, you find me positively jocular, jocund, jovial even. Jolly good, so let's not jeopardise things. Let's get going straight away. Are you ready, students? Wonderful words beginning with J. And here indeed are those wonderful words, jovial, jocund, jocular. Generally speaking, they mean jolly. Here we have three marvellous sentences putting into context jovial, jocund and jocular. The teacher is so capricious. 1 minute she is angry, the next minute she is jovial. Can't think of a single teacher like that, can you? And yes, students, I'm aware that I have used this word capricious. Just like that, I've snuck it in as part of my vernacular. I did start by using the word changeable, but I thought that's not a particularly ambitious way of saying what I want to say, which is capricious. And so here is an example of me teaching vocabulary by modelling it naturally as part of my vernacular. The teacher is so capricious, so 1 minute angry, the next minute jovial. So you can see what capricious means through that exemplification. And if you're not sure, look it up, because I have now introduced it as part of my vernacular. So you can now go and look it up, and then you can watch this video again to recontextualize it. And do what I love to do, as you know, use the internet and just Google capricious in sentences. And there you will have more sentences to help you to hook your understanding, that basic understanding that I have given you of the word capricious, whilst at the same time explaining to you, hopefully, jovial. And number two, as you know, I adore my former colleagues. They're all great friends of mine, and it was their end of term a couple of days ago, and they were in great spirits, as you can imagine. And it was fantastic to be in such jocund company. They were jovial, they were jolly, they were jocular, and who could blame them? A much deserved rest was coming their way. And as you know, Dante, my dog, there's a video about him entitled Dante Chaucer et al. Do take a look. He had an operation a few weeks ago, and he was kind of out of sorts, really. He was quite dejected and downhearted for a while, which isn't at all like him. He's a very happy and jovial spaniel. And it seems, students, that Dante is back. I've just corrected that. Dante is back to his usual jocular self. I thought I would contextualise jovial, jocund and jocular for you by bringing up this word that I taught you in Wonderful Words beginning with G, gregarious. If you can't remember what it means, then go back and watch Wonderful Words beginning with G, but I did contextualise it for you there. I can use it to help contextualise these words too. And on that subject, here are some great synonyms for jovial, jocund and jocular. They're kind of related because if you imagine somebody's very jolly, you could describe them as being bubbly. Bubbly, that's quite a low-level word, but it does help to define and contextualise for you these ambitious words, ebullient and effervescent. So if you say that somebody is bubbly, what does that mean to you? To me, it means that they are often upbeat, they are happy, they are optimistic, they are fun to be around, and indeed, they are jovial, jocund, and jocular. But do you know where that comes from? Perhaps you have encountered effervescent in a different context, in the context of taking tablets, perhaps? Okay, let me show you what I mean. Here, by way of exemplification, I have come to the Boots website, Boots the Chemist, And you can see these tablets here, Alka-Seltzer Original, they are described as 20 effervescent tablets. Likewise, these tablets here, they are effervescent vitamin C tablets. Let's see what happens when I put them in water. They're effervescent, remember? Can you see? They are bubbly. Bubbly or effervescent. So therefore we can use that, they are literally effervescent, but we can use that as a metaphor for somebody's personality. Still going. Bubbly, upbeat, ebullient and effervescent. Incidentally, that was actually quite trendy for me, as I think anyone that's ever seen me teach would attest. I'm not really trendy teacher. Usually children sit down in silence and get on with their work when I teach, but that was actually quite a trendy departure. I quite enjoyed that. I might do that again at the end. Couldn't do a video on wonderful words beginning with J without including this word, jeopardy. I mentioned it to you when I talked about the fact that when I first learnt to speak English, I would often mispronounce words, and I probably still do mispronounce words because I had not heard anybody say them other than my dad usually. And Sutton Grammar boys know that this one's a particular corker of his. He pronounced it jeopardy, and for years and years I pronounced it jeopardy too. So jeopardy, risk of harm or danger. And there we have a sentence exemplifying the word jeopardy. Not consuming enough vitamin C could put your health in jeopardy. Incidentally, consuming. What's the grammatical term to describe consuming in that sentence? If you said gerund, then well done. If you didn't say gerund, then why didn't you say gerund? You should know what gerunds are, and if you are in any doubt of the importance of knowing that grammatical term, then watch my video on gerunds. Okay, so I hope students that you also feel jocund, jovial and jocular, and that you have enjoyed this way of learning wonderful words beginning with J in order to elevate your lexis, to make your diction more dexterous and to make your English exemplary. And I'm going to once more demonstrate for you effervescent. And I will see you again for wonderful words beginning with K. Cheers.